We're just waiting on Twitch. Alright, we are back with some more Ark Survival Evolved, and today we will be starting on the new Genesis map. We are going to do our usual fly around first. So we'll spawn in a dragon on a solo map, fly around, get the map, and then we will hop into official. Ah, there it is, Genesis Part 1. Well, this is supposed to be the biggest map so far. Looking at the download sizes, Extinction was the last big map. It was 8 gigabytes. This map is basically 10 gigabytes. It's just under. It's at 9.85 gigabytes. So, expecting to be quite large. Also, it looks like the the oceans from the video that they played last night when they finally released the trailer. Looks like there's actually a world that you can only access underneath that you go through the water to get to. Now maybe there is other access points, but that's what they showed in the trailer. Alright, should we just load Drake? Now when we get to the official, we already have a character to transfer, so. So there's a bog, Arctic, lunar, ocean, volcanic. Alright, where are these spawn points? They're all in the different corners. What's in the bottom left there? Arctic. Alright, let's start in the bog. There we go. It's a bit of a longer load time than usual.
Hello, I'm Michelinae, a fractal personality designed to be your guide. Just listen to me and you won't get yourself killed. Probably. I'm new at this too. Any landing you get away from is a good one, eh? Welcome to the Genesis simulation. Here you'll be tested across 5 biomes. each with its own dangers and rewards. I'll be with you every step of the way. Interact with me when you want to teleport from one biome to another, or when you want to spend some of the hexagons you'll earn for completing missions. Those missions are how the simulation tests you, how you prove you're the ultimate survivor. First, though, we have some exploring ahead of us. Ready to go on walkabout?
Alright, I guess first let's get our dragon in here. The hell? It's only giving me an access inventory option. Alright. Let's go for a griffin then. Okay, so my only assumption is that my allow flyers is not on, and the map just doesn't allow it, or something. Okay, let's go to the main menu real quick. I should have already had that on, so I don't see. No, it's not on. Alright. You know what? It's not even going to let me ride it with that enabled. Well, isn't that something? Well, we could always enable creative mode and use a tech suit, I guess. It's not ideal. There. I can't believe that you can't fly in there. Or they're just like disabling being able to fly on dynos. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's either a bug or it's just like not allowed. Alright, so now we're just waiting on element. Alright, so a little bit we do know is these weird orange bushes are the same as just a normal bush. Yeah, I should probably get a weapon. Or just infinite stats. Alright, let's see. Oh, look, a 750. Okay. Alright, that's more than enough. There, plenty of ammo. Alright, is the element done? It's gotta be. Yeah. Okay, so this is the jetpack. So I don't die when I land. This is for running. I guess I don't really need the gloves. Alright, let's equip the good shotgun. Okay, it's fully reloaded. What the hell? Shit, I guess good thing we got creative mode. Some tech here can't be using the Genesis simulation. Like, what? This is pretty fast moving though. Let's toggle third person. Alright, so the bog looks pretty foggy. Some normal dinos in here. It's an interesting color. It's a nice little blue. What the hell? This creative mode flying is much faster than it used to. Oh, what the hell? Is this the edge of the map? Yeah, it's the edge of the map. Speaking of which... Wait, what? It's not the edge of the map. What just happened? Okay, so some of the advantages to the bog is going to be this fog. It's going to make it a little bit harder to find people's base, so it's actually a really good starting point from what I can tell. Resource-wise, I'm not sure yet. There's definitely raptors in this area. Cool looking ones. And they don't like being looked at. Guess I could have just typed axe. Oh wait. Oh, it's not axe, it's hatchet. That was wood. Okay. That's nothing. Guessing that's a rock, obviously. Yeah. So for raptors. What's that say? Poison tree. Gather resource. Okay. That's interesting. I wonder if there's actually a benefit of gathering from the tree. Uh-oh, what are these? These are the new ones. Okay, what did that? Bog plant venom. Okay, so the plant did it. Mission. Water decreases faster as the ambient temperature gets higher. Oh, no. We're not able to build within mission area. Okay. It's a big, cool looking tree. Okay, so we got crystal under the big blue tree, so that's good to know. Some more blue. Another big blue tree. Is it the same stuff underneath? No, there's metal in this one. Okay. So it looks like the big blue trees are kind of like resource hotspots. Crystal for this one. Is that the other crystal one? Yeah, it's the other crystal one. Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind. Bronto again. It looks like it might be a little bit better detailed, maybe. It's a paracer. It's pretty badass. Alright, so this is the second time we've seen an archway. Okay, so the green obelisk is here. I don't know if I want to do this, but I guess we're going to do it.
These devices are the most interesting ones. Almost like the see more, do more. Not everyone's like that. Some people did thrive when their minds were transferred into simulations like this one. According to the files I just saw, living in a sim exacerbated their ordinary bad habits. Laziness, poor impulse control, that sort of thing. Part of them knew the simulation wasn't real, I reckon, and that took their worst urges off the leash. Let's hope we don't meet surprises like that here.
Okay. It's definitely a cool design. I like the location, but is there a point to it? Sure, we fixed the glitch, but oh, I see. It's right underneath the archway. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so we've seen the archway. We know what the archway is. Are we back around to the trees already, or are they different trees? Different trees. Oh, is that another glitch? That's another metal one. I swear I saw something pink glowing. It did.
You got it! When I closed that glitch, I caught a glimpse of the survivor database. You come from all over Earth, and all over its history. I don't know how much of it you remember, though. As for how you got into the Genesis simulation, well, your guess is as good as mine. You should be proud, though. The whole point of the simulation is to identify the very best survivors. And you're alive right now, so you're in the running.
Okay. Now, what is this other stuff I keep getting? I don't even see it. Where's this hexagon stuff? Nowhere to be found. Oh wait, right up there. 2,000. Alright, let's try to have a look through here. Now that we're in creative mode. Not sure why turning that on doesn't actually do anything. Okay, so there's the fishnet. Not really seeing a whole lot of new at the moment. Oh, there's the ocean platform. That'll be kind of cool to make. What does that say? Shell fragment. They change what you get from like killing turtles and stuff. We'll have to test that out. Mega Chalon platform saddle. Okay. Well, the normal saddles still take chitin and keratin, so that's good. Tech jump pad, okay. Well, there is the multi-tool. Okay, so this tool is supposed to be useful for collecting everything, so we're definitely gonna test that out. Takes black pearls though. We're gonna have to find a bunch of trilobites. when we get to the official. Magmasaur saddle. Oh, okay, that's the fire lizard looking thing. You know, I didn't see a whole lot of new items. Oh, here we go. Tech hover skiff. Did see that in the video. To automate nearby devices and structures. I wonder what all you can automate. Grenade launcher, we saw that in the video. The claws, we've kind of seen those in the video. Rips through metal and armor when infused with element, and can chain hits to temporarily increase their speed and damage. Equipping this requires learning its techgram. So, probably gotta defeat something for that. Now, am I missing anything else in here? Oh yeah, there's some stuff up here. Astrocetus tech saddle. Okay. It's the cruise missile. Oh wait. Shoulder cannon. Okay, so you've seen the shoulder cannon and that one. What's this one down here? Grenade launcher. Oh, okay. It's just a launcher grenade. Okay. Alright, so we have a decent amount of new tech, but some new saddles. I don't know if I missed some things while we were going through here, but it didn't feel like there was a whole lot. Especially in the lower categories, there was like nothing. It's our jump pad. I mean, I guess most people going to Genesis are probably going to have pretty high level characters to begin with. So maybe that's what they were going for. Usually you want to entice people who are leveling up. See, there's the ocean platform. That was there. I believe there's actually supposed to be 2 ocean platforms. There's supposed to be a metal version as well. There it is. Okay, so I obviously must have missed a few things going through. So, anyway, what's in this tree? It's a cave access. Oh, it's just a bigger tree. This one has metal and crystal. Depending on how useful crystal is, it might be a good spot, but I mean, greenhouses usually need a lot of crystal, but other than that. Another area of that. Okay, here's the wall. Oh, it's actually a box too. Fog definitely makes it look weird in here. There is stuff outside, it looks like, but I don't know if we can go in those directions yet. So this is just a guess, but from the video or like the water section, in the video where they're swimming through and then they come to a broken up wall. It almost looks like one of these walls, except it's solid. So, and big holes in it. So maybe there's actually secrets to connect all the different parts of the map. Because so far it feels like we're in a self-contained area.
The second generation of immersive simulation is an idealized version of the real world. National parks, tourist attractions, and shopping centers. Holy dooly, were there lots of shopping centers. This glitch was a bit of leftover code from one of those. If you wanted to buy discount aftershave, then sorry, I just deleted the remnants of an old shopping sim.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's it. Apparently, survivor B424660 fancied dodos, and she wasn't the full quid. At first, she just tamed them, but then she'd tell other survivors that the dodos were talking to her. Then it got really weird. She started going on about how she knew revealed dodo wisdom, and other survivors could become disciples of the dodo. When she finally cocked it, or Repsada, hundreds of dodos gathered round and it threw up the glitch I just fixed.
Okay.
Houses, mate! This glitch was just a maintenance thing, easily sorted. Turns out the interface between mind and body for you survivors is rather delicate. But with the right code, you can pluck survivors' minds right out of their bodies, or plop those minds back into bodies. That means you aren't in a Genesis simulation forever. Just long enough to get these tests done, eh?
Well, at least this is decently fast considering. Wasn't sure. The flying around would be in creative mode. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's it. The first humans to transfer their minds into a simulation knew they were exploring only briefly. But things got dodgy once people started living in simulations indefinitely. I spotted a whole set of design guidelines that boiled down to make the sim nice, but not too nice. If you make a sim pleasant enough, not dangerous like here, then some human minds never want to leave, and they resent the hell out of it when they get yanked back to the real world.
Well, this is kind of cool. It's like shot something at me and pulled me in. Just run away. Bloodstalker. Level 20. Oh, that's a big tree. That screams treehouse. Imagine there's going to be some pretty cool tree houses once everybody actually gets going. Maybe I should keep this out in case another bloodsucker grabs me. Some more metal nodes. It's definitely looking like if you want to find any resources, you look under the big blue trees. Any of the main resources, anyway.
This biome is teeming with life. So much life that it's making the simulation glitch out. Imagine what it takes to keep track of the insect swarms alone. Thousands of insects, each on its own flight path, each looking for something to consume. They're rather like tiny versions of you survivors, aren't they? Too right. I was peeking around the survivor database just now. Come on, you know how curious I get. And I saw a bit of the structure of the lines. Your file size is anything you go by. What makes you specifically is much more your personality than your memories. That's what the makers of the Genesis simulation lavished their attention on. Getting your personality just right. And if they had to cut corners on your memories of old-time Earth, well, I guess you can't remember what you can't remember. You got it. Once you've got a glitch that isn't caused by intruders or misbehaving survivors. This one was structural. The makers of the simulation called it a keydule, a combination of key and nodule, and it's a self-contained passkey capable of editing itself. You should see what it looks like in the coding VR. It's a wee unassuming thing, but drop it in the wrong part of the simulation and it'll cause heaps of trouble. Too right. Did you feel a bit disjointed when you woke up in the simulation? That's normal. Your personality and your memories are stored in huge memory banks, and then they get combined with the physical body inside the Genesis simulation. Once that combination of mind and body happens, though, you're on your own. Well, you've got me, of course. That counts for something. I reckon it's important to keep moving here. This bog has a million ways to get you stuck. Let's see, there's quicksand, massive spiderwebs, thick foliage, rising water from monsoons, plus all the muck that sticks to everything. Makes me glad I can float, it does.
Rising water from monsoons. That's, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, that's it. Some sort of security alert caused this glitch. But it was an alert from inside the systems that run the entire simulation. Someone tried to make changes in almost every part of the simulation. The creatures, the environment, the weather, even the survivors like you. Everything seems to be working, other than that glitch, of course. So I reckon we're okay to proceed. Isis, mate. Every time I fix a glitch, I get a peek behind the curtain. I understand a bit more of how the Genesis simulation works. But what I don't understand is exactly what its purpose is. The simulation tests survivors, obviously. But all this testing is supposed to prepare you for something called the Arrival. And I don't know what that is. Whatever it is, it's something beyond the simulation itself.
Okay.
Yes! We're finding more than our fair share of glitches, eh? Lots of different causes, but the Genesis simulation is supposed to be able to handle anything. As far as I can tell, they launched the simulation in a hurry. I found a file with heaps of issues that a quality assurance team was supposed to check on. It's a list as long as my arm. Or it would be if I had arms. You know what I mean.
These big trees seem to be common to where the Bloodstalkers are.
the version history for the Genesis simulation. As the simulation's creators were finishing their work, things were falling apart across the world. This wasn't the only big simulation, though it was one of the most sophisticated. Well, I wonder what happened to those other simulations, if and when they were knocked off the grid.
Entered mission area. They're trying to tell me one of those little glitches are around somewhere. Oh, I'm not able to build in mission areas. I wonder what these missions are. Okay, let's see. We got engrams, tribe, group, explorer notes. Oh my god, look at them all. And missions. Oh. Huh. Okay, so gammas are worth 100, betas are worth 600. And alphas were 1600. Oh, fuck yes. I'm so glad they added missions. Like, that is just... That is... Oh my god, look how much that one's worth. These are gonna be insane. I got half the bog glitches. This game would be, you know what, the way this is right now, this is something I could almost play, you know, just solo. I mean, I'm not going to, but I could. Ocean biome, volcanic, lunar, arctic, all missions. Oh, okay, it just turns them all on. Oh, some of them require more. Okay, because it's a race, obviously. 1 to 10 players. So you'd have a reason to actually talk to the other players and say, "Hey, you wanna start up a race?" You know, it's not all just shoot each other and take everybody's stuff now. And these reward the hexagrams things seem to be going up on the top right of my screen. So. Guess the goal would be to... Oh, it shows you where they are. The distance, look. Look at that. What about these ones that don't have distance? Oh, that's insane. Oh man. That's exciting. Okay, so that's how you earn it. What do you spend it on? Maybe because I'm in creative mode I can't tell. Alright, which way do I need to go? This way has not been uncovered. So that's why there's mission areas now and you can't build in them, because it'll interfere with the missions. It's very smart. Okay, so we've got this biome done. Sort of. I mean, there's probably stuff to do, but explored it all.
Yeah, that's it. That's strange. This glitch was caused by repeated access to an old Earth text. In this case, a novel from the 1700s. Robinson Crusoe. Listen to this. I was wet, had no clothes to shift me, nor anything either to eat or drink to comfort me. Neither did I see any prospect before me but that of perishing with hunger or being devoured by wild beasts. And that which was particularly afflicting to me was that I had no weapon, either to hunt and kill any creature for my sustenance, or to defend myself against any other creature that might desire to kill me for theirs. I dare say that sounds familiar. Too right. I fixed the glitch, but I spotted another change to the simulation. One I don't think the design was intended. It's a swamp gas in the bog biome. As designed, it was just supposed to put you to sleep if you lingered in it too long. But it's killing survivors by the slab. Don't breathe it unless you've got a mask or something.
Alright, we did find a cave at one point. Oh, this is another cave. Just a little hidey hole. Nope, it's a cave. I think. It definitely looks bigger once you get down on the ground. Okay, so what was that? It's weird. Alright, so that's the entire biome. I mean, it's not a real good overview because it was really foggy, but there's definitely going to be tons of places to build. But if there's rising waters, we're going to have to build up higher, I'm guessing. So this big metal, or this big tree has metal by it as well. Even though they're not glowing blue. What the hell is this? What the heck? Oh, this is... interesting. Well, I mean, we might as well try it, I guess. Damn. I have to be outside the ring? Or am I just shooting at the wrong side? Okay, I'm shooting at the wrong side.
Time's up, Survivor. Good on ya!
Okay, so the box at the top of the screen when you finish the mission is a little bit off, that's for sure. I need to drop that like fucking 4 inches. Well, that's probably dramatic, but I need to drop it like an inch at least. Alright, let's try something real quick. Disable creative mode. Let's level up. Alright, let's go.
Yeah, that's it. My sensors are picking up heaps of organic compounds in the air just floating around. I reckon you'd call them smells? It's just chemistry to me, mate. When you're sniffing around this biome, watch out for hydrogen sulfide. You know, H2S? My data says it smells pungent, but then it deadens the human sense of smell. You can breathe in the poison without realizing it.
Oh shit. Alright, well, glad that wore off. guessing that there's got to be access somewhere to get past this wall. We got Titan bows. Oh, another game.
Notice that the Genesis simulation is a dangerous place. Just staying safe and somewhat comfortable is a challenge, and there's always some new crises to deal with. Apparently, that's on purpose. The simulation is designed to keep you under constant pressure, so your mind stays sharp and you learn survival skills. And it's all in anticipation of the arrival. Whenever that is.
Oh, proper narcoberry plants? Fuck yeah. Well, at this point, I think the only way we're going to get to see the other biomes is if I die. Well, there's plenty of interesting things, that's for sure. I don't like the bog's constant raining, though. Bog is definitely where you get the Bloodstalker, though. Guessing that's going to be unique to the bog. There we go. Alright, let's go to the Arctic. Hopefully it's a little easier to see in the Arctic.
That's all right. You're bouncing back.
An avalanche? Okay, well. Didn't seem like it was bothering the dinos, so that's good. Alright, let's establish a corner. There's one corner. There's the other corner. They're pretty close to each other. It's quite the environment, that's for sure. Shit. It's like a whiteout storm or something. Well, you know, I thought the bog was gonna be bad, but this is nuts.
You got it. This post is another side effect of the security alert. The creatures and survivors look unaffected, but some of the safety protocols have been disengaged. This world is supposed to have a degree of danger. That's what makes it a proper test after all. But I'm worried. Safety protocols are usually there for a reason.
This is beyond dangerous. You can't even see what's happening. How are you supposed to make sure you're not running into a dangerous dinosaur? Lots of hills. Some cliffs. Oh, hello, Yudi. The storm is atrocious. Dissipating. Big mountain there, possibly more over there depending on how big this area is. Some metal nodes covered in snow. That's kind of convenient. Looks really out of place. I thought it was flat, but it's not. It's like a big frozen ice. I wonder if there's a cave under that. maybe, maybe not. Hey, look, a Yeti. No, Gigantopithecus. There's a lot of those. I actually thought there was going to be a lake down here. Damn. It's definitely got some intriguing build locations. Oh, that's another corner. I wonder if the snow is location based. It is location based, so bottom or basically the whole right side is just complete blizzard all the time. That's unfortunate. If there's any benefit to being in the blizzard area. I mean, obviously harder to see your base, but like, is there resources, good ones? It's a 140, holy shit. Avalanche happening down there. I wonder if the avalanches are in random locations or predetermined locations. That's really cool looking. Okay, so the metal's on the mountain. I guess that's not surprising.
Warning. Be careful what you wish for. Survivor 710D439 was obsessed with breaking the fourth wall, as he put it. He did everything he could to get the attention of whoever's administering the simulation. Bonfires, structures, spelled words, that sort of thing. I don't know whether he succeeded, but I do know he tried so hard that it made that glitch.
A lot of Tyrannuses in the area. Look at this bird.
Yes! Tyrannosaurus, or any of them really, and you'll see why the Genesis simulations use fires. It's so bloody hard to build something here. Depending on where you are, you've got avalanches, lava, earthquakes, and an utter lack of solid ground to deal with.
Oh, fishing spots.
All of that makes keeping your buildings upright quite the task. I bet some of those glitches came into being when someone built the dream structure exactly the wrong spot and kaboom! Some part of the environment huffed and puffed and blew the house down.
Alright. Oh, we got a little bit left still.
I see you cleaning up after me, and for that I thank you. Establishing control over this Genesis simulation involves a degree of untidiness, which you experience as glitches. Carry on, but know that I'm always watching.
Ooh, I went offline for several seconds there. Sorry about that.
That was
Did
weird.
I miss anything?
Did you miss anything? Oh man. Okay, it's funny, all these glitches are gonna be kinda cool. Oh. Oh.
Ooh, fixing that glitch gave me the chills. Straight, everything here gives me the chills. And I'm not flesh and blood like you.
Crystal here.
Every critter in this biome has its own solution to the cold. For a saber-tooth or a mammoth, it's obvious. Fair. The Tyrannus and the dodo trap warm air under the feathers. And sometimes the answer lies under the skin. The Kairuku and the Doedicurus have a layer of blubber to keep from freezing out here. You've got it. It's natural. In your case, it's rather straightforward. The Genesis simulation captures your memories, then reloads your mind into a new body, and you're free to keep on exploring and learning. Not that you should die just to see for yourself, of course. You're called a survivor for a reason. Yeah, that's it. I learned something new when I fixed that glitch. This biome is intended to mimic high-altitude mountains, like Mount Everest, minus the Sherpas. So all this frigid weather is just a byproduct of the altitude we're simulating. We don't have to deal with thin air at high altitude, though. Not in this biome, anyway. Another glitch, another file from all there. This one's fiction. Duck London's to build a fire. I can already tell I'm not going to like this. It's about a man freezing to death in the Yukon. Here's a bit near the end. Good idea, he thought, to sleep off to death. It was like taking an anesthetic. Freezing was not so bad as people thought. There are lots worse ways to die. Let's not find out whether he's right about that, eh? Snowstorms here will freeze you, block your vision, and slow down travel so you can't get away. And if that isn't enough, a gust of wind can push you off the precipice.
Huh.
If you were looking for a ski getaway, this biome is not the place for it.
I'll find one in the blizzard, but I might as well take a little look before I die.
Watch out, survivor.
125. Oh man. That was rough. Okay. Let's see, lunar. Well, lunar's supposed to be pretty cool. Let's just go lunar. Now, from what I understand, I don't think there's air in the lunar area, so guess we'll just see.
Genesis simulation. You can always have another go.
What's going on? Outdoor radiation, hypothermia. Oh, gravity is fucked. Okay. That's probably going to be a tool. What about my oxygen? Oxygen seems fine. It's really weird. Alright, let's start having a look around. A raptor? Wait, what? That's insane. Oh, look at the galaxy view. Oh. So it teleports you. Oh shit. Hello, Rex. There's Tech Rexes here. What the hell? Not sure what those are. Let's establish a corner. Oh, like we just did. So this is the corner. Let's get the pickaxe put away. I think those are oxygen spots. I think that's what it was saying in the video, but my oxygen wasn't going down anyway. I'm not sure.
You got it. This whole time I've been wondering, why dinosaurs? Obviously none of you survivors were alive when dinos roamed the earth. Why not give you, I don't know, animals from your own time like horses and chickens and cute little kittens? When I fixed that glitch, I spotted a clue. It's the same tech they later used in the others. The makers of the simulation had an experiment, and the human-dino combination worked so well that they put dinosaurs on the Arks too.
Pretty cool. It's a lot of floating islands. Islands is going to be a fun place to explore. It's definitely the place to get tech tech dinos, that's for sure. If I wasn't in creative mode, then I'd probably be dead already from the scorching sun.
Yeah, that's it. I was curious how the simulation was doing overall, so I took a peek as I was fixing that glitch. For starters, you're doing fine. We make a ripping team. But the overall numbers. Survivors are dying in droves. Starvation, violence, accidents, a bit of everything. This is supposed to be a survival test, but the death rate is off the charts. We best be careful, eh? Yes! Well, that glitch was a bit of a wombat burrow, but it gave me a peek into some of the other biomes. The other environments in the Genesis simulation.
Oh no, an asteroid storm?
Holy dooly, there's a bit of everything in here. I reckon the way it works is that each biome has heaps of exploring and testing for you. And then there's a master AI that shows up at some point and gives you a final exam. But the files I saw were a bit vague on that last part. I reckon we'll learn as we go, eh?
Learn as we go, yeah, it sounds like it's going to be an AI boss at the end. I feel like Genesis Part 2 is not going to be in the simulation. It's going to be part of whatever the arrival is. This asteroid's just making a huge storm. Metal node. I don't know, I don't like the visual effect that's on the screen. It's just me, but reminds me of Halo ODST. ODS, or whatever it was called.
The Genesis simulation is a big place. After all, it was a bit of walkabout to get to this glitch. And that's all I know, but that makes me want to see the real world even more. And I reckon that's the reward for us passing all the tests inside the simulation. We get to go outside! Or at least you do. Take me with you if you can, eh?
Looks like we basically covered the outer side completely. Alright, so we can start going through the middle of this place. Getting a better look at it. we're gonna see a lot of tech dino fights.
Roar, louder roar, snarl, snip, snip, growl. Woo! I wound up with some dino speech patterns, not my own. Fixing these glitches will turn you inside out if you aren't careful. Ready to carry on?
It's definitely a weird environment. Lots of craters. There's a good little metal spot.
You got it!
You've managed to fashion some primitive tools to aid in your survival. So have I. But the tools I'm making will alter the very foundation of your world. Right now, my tools are likewise primitive. But I'm learning, and soon I'll have a harsh lesson or two for you.
I've got another gap in my processes. It happened again, didn't it?
Well, that's not good. I don't know. Even though I'm playing single player, the game's still choppy at times. Definitely are gonna have to do some optimizing. I mean, most people aren't flying around at Mach 3 or 4 or whatever, but still. Single player. Expectations get a little bit higher after that.
Yeah, that's it. Another stray historical file. This one's weird. A space mission. Voskhod 2 back in 1965. The whole thing came a gutset. During the spacewalk, the cosmonaut suit ballooned up and he had to manually deflate it just to get back in the capsule. And when they came to Earth, they landed in the wilderness, hundreds of kilometers of course. They spent 2 nights camping in the wilderness, wolves all round before they were rescued. Sounds a bit like how we do things in the Genesis simulation, eh? Houses, mate. I can't tell why, but some survivors aren't respawning after they die. And it's throwing glitches in the system. Glitches like the one I just cleaned up. I think the survivors want to respawn. Although when they're between bodies, how can we tell? It's like something's keeping them in a holding pattern, a sort of limbo within the Genesis simulation. You'll respawn just fine if something happens to you, though. I checked. Not that I think he'll die, mind you. Just in case. Chin up. Yeah, that's it. Well, let's get to episode.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Ahem. I had to reboot my voice after that glitch. Now I'm all sorted.
All sorted, yeah, right. That's weird. Oh well.
Gravity. You don't miss it till it's gone, eh? Or I reckon it's not gone so much as it's on its way out the door. Based on the data in that glitch, the lack of gravity should impact you in heaps of different ways. You can jump better, of course, and projectiles travel further. If you're feeling clumsy, you can even fall off things without getting hurt. Not that I recommend it.
It's definitely less noisy being in the shade of this place. Alright. Let's get some dino to kill us and get out of this miserable place. Oh.
To right. According to data from that glitch, this is supposed to be a moon, but not the moon. Not the one we see in our sky, anyway. I suppose the
Element
proof
chart.
that this moon has weather, electrical storms. They'll fry anything that relies on electricity, unless you've shielded them
And
ahead of time.
Burgess.
At least it doesn't rain. Unless you count the meteors. Yeah, I reckon we should count those.
Okay, so it's stuff you need to create the saddle for the big flying guy, I'm pretty sure.
I was wondering when I was going to see one of these. A glitch that originates from one of the dinos, not a survivor, whatever's mucking about in the Genesis simulation security protocols. It's trickier than you think to get these dinos to walk around, eat, sleep, and breed. Even the subroutines for poop are massive. It's not surprising that every once in a while, a dino will throw up a glitch. I'm just glad this one didn't have poop underneath it.
That was kind of cool. Learned something new. Alright, we need some dinos. Here we go. It's like a ping pong getting smacked around right there. Ooh. Okay. So ocean, volcanic. Well, let's do ocean.
of the Genesis simulation. You can always have another go.
Well, the textures look kind of crappy. Is it just taking a while to load? Oh yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better. Fish is normal. Normalish. Okay, okay. I must say I'm actually liking the look of this already. Oh. Okay. Alright, I'm feeling like the ocean might be my jam. Oh shit, look at the metal nodes already. Yeah. 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 I think I like the look of the ocean. I think that's gonna be my starting point. What's that? Okay, it's just plants that can't be destroyed. Oh, those are eels. Uh-oh. Going into the water was not a smart choice. You can't just fly off. Just stand on something and get out of the water. Okay, so picks are going to be important here, or at least grappling hooks, one of the two. Come on. There we go. Just good enough. Okay. So the ocean biome does seem decent, but it does seem like it'd be more difficult to actually get around. Until I get the proper tools. Shouldn't take too long. So a lot of this biome is going to be underwater.
This glitch had data about the arcs embedded within it. Mostly technical info. It appears that the arcs use some of the same underlying technology and have a lot of the same dino inhabitants as the Genesis simulation. If I'm reading this right, a lot of the survivors on the arcs lived and died without realizing they were on orbital space stations with artificial environments. I wonder what they thought. Did they think it was a dream? Time travel? A past life experience? The testing apparatus is intact throughout the Genesis simulation, even though some of the Master AIs are gone. One or more Master AIs must be out there somewhere. Still, it's a poser. Why would anyone leave the tests intact but try to knock out the Master AIs that observe the tests and interpret the results? What's the point of the test if there's no one to see what happened?
My map's not going as I get it. Right here. That's weird. Keep an eye on that. Why is my map being so weird? That makes this more complicated. That's a corner. Reminds me a bit of Atlas, this area. Get in the water. I don't know if I can get out of the water. Something fishy's happening. That's a tree. Alright, I need to finish exploring, and then I'll come back to this spot.
In the sea, but there's more than just fish in this biome. According to data from that glitch, birds rather fancy this place. There's heaps of them. Makes a certain amount of sense. It's always good flying weather here, isn't it? I reckon that's why we've seen huge flocks of sea swifts and other birds. I wonder where they roost, though.
I want to go in the water, but I don't want to go in the water. Nah, screw it. We'll get it. We'll get it another time. Okay, so that little bit's cleaned up there. Alright, there's just a bit back here we haven't looked at. Okay, now let's go look at that underwater access to another world, it looked like. Shit. Here it is. Oh, I can get in here, huh? So it's just a little self-contained spot. I wonder if you can build in here. I mean, it's not actually ideal to build in here anyway, but it's definitely cool.
pieces, mate. I've been fossicking around looking for some sign of Helena, the Homo Deus who made me, and I've come up dry. Not only that, but I can't seem to connect with any other Homo Deus. I know they ascended beyond our reality, but you'd think they'd keep an eye on us, eh? Come home once a year for the holidays, that sort of thing. No such luck, though. We seem to be on our own.
Survivors have a tenacity that surprises me. Even when you perish in this world, you respawn and try again. But don't be too proud of yourselves. Most survivors just rush right back to the site of their demise, only to die all over again. It's amusing to watch at first, but it quickly turns pathetic.
Another gap? It's related to the glitches. I'm going to set up a backup system so at least I can observe what's happening when I get repossessed.
What the hell was that? The bubble just forced me up. Oh, it's an air bubble that quickly brings you to the surface. That's kind of cool. It makes a popping sound. Okay. So they added a few safety features that, I mean, you still have to get to it to have a chance, but it's definitely a nice feature. Which means you also want to avoid them sometimes. I couldn't get out of the bubble once I was in it. The jellyfish? Anglerfish. Some more metal. This place isn't huge, but it's still pretty fantastic.
Yeah, that's it. 2 points. That glitch proves this ocean is artificial. Not exactly news, eh? Could be worse, though. The first artificial ocean, back in the 20th century, was part of an experiment in a closed ecosystem. At first, their ocean thrived. They even grew a coral reef. But heaps of the species they introduced died off, and the researchers inside formed hostile factions and almost starved. Starving humans dividing themselves into tribes. Where have I heard that before?
lot of crystals down here.
You got it. Sometimes you get Survivor who's a real bongo in her Nick glitch too. As far as I can tell, Survivor number 5337B49 stuffed more than 500 top berries in her mouth at once. And it created an overflow error in simulation. I reckon she's jumping all over the place.
I think we're in a cave now.
Yeah, that's it. Yes! Some of the master AIs that monitor each biome have been knocked offline by whatever's mucking about the Genesis simulation's back paddock. That's true in the deep ocean biome too, but there's a difference. The ocean's master AI took itself offline before anyone else could shut it down. That's adaptive programming for you. I reckon that means it can come back, if and when it needs to. That's good news. Perhaps. I think. From inside the simulation, it's a bit hard to tell.
So there's definitely going to be a lot of exploration to do in the ocean. Alright, let's check out the, I think it's just one more biome left. There was sharks and stuff around earlier. I don't know where they went. Find a nice shark to eat me. I suppose the saber-tooths are pretty good when you get a group of them going. shark right there.
Concentrate.
140. All right, the very last biome. The volcanic. I mean, it might not be the last. There might be one that you can only get to through one of the other biomes. Because there is a patch in the middle of the map there that's undiscovered.
Can't keep a true survivor down.
Okay, Thorny Dragon. Oh, we might as well grab this while we're here.
Too right. If you're going to glitch the Genesis simulation, at least have some fun with it. That's what Survivor 4405T31 did. He came up with an elaborate heating and plumbing system, just so he could make a working hot tub and invite all his friends to a party. So, through the glitch, same thing that happened at the free hot tub party. Too many people in the tub at once.
Those are fire Rexes. Holy shit. It just blasted me. That was kind of cool.
Is Arc Genus free?
No, Genesis is not free. Genesis comes in a season pass of 2 maps. It's about 10 gigabytes, which is bigger than Extinction's 8 gigabytes.
Another glitch, another bit of code involving how the Genesis simulation's dinosaurs behave. As far as I can tell, the makers of the simulation observed the virtual dinos living here and got their behaviors all sorted. Later, they brought them to life in the arcs. That's good for us. It means these dinos are built to obey the rules of the real world and can't just give themselves cheat codes.
Okay THX for telling me keep up the vids, I love them.
Well, thank you, I appreciate it. Ark is one of my better videos.
Yeah, that's it. I got a glimpse of air quality data when I fixed that glitch. No surprise, mate. Breathing air is bad for your health. But it isn't just all the smoke and ash in the air. The earthquakes open up vents to underground pockets of poison gas. That gas escapes to the surface and, well, you can guess the rest. The poison gas dissipates eventually, but can you hold your breath until eventually?
So it looks like they're pretty common here. So these shouldn't be too hard to find. Now, whether to get them. Oh man, look at that Anki! Oh! Hell yeah. Alright, we should probably actually. Oh, you killed the Yankee, didn't you? Nope, the Yankee's right there. Level 90. X-Ankylosaurus. Oh, so they even have a different name. Or if the Rexes had a different name too. Well, there's Basilisks in this area too. 135, yeah. Fucking dangerous. Oh, is that oil? Yeah, oil. Alright.
What is your favorite creature in
This
Ark?
glitch was a bit of code debris left over from another security breach.
My favorite creatures are.
Someone trying to access the Genesis simulation's backup files.
Oh, sweet,
Ones that
she's
hold
done
survivor
talking.
personalities' memories. Backup versions of their minds, if you like. Not your mind, though. These were potential survivors that didn't pass the initial assessment to be considered for the simulation in the first place. Why would anyone be mucking about with them?
So my favorite dinos currently would be the Therizino, the Aloe, the Argy. I mean, these new Rexes look cool, but I don't know. I've never really been much for the Rexes. I mean, the Tech Rexes look cool, but I don't know. And then, not a Quetzal. What's the other one? Tapejara. Tapejara is another one of my favorites. These things look pretty cool. These might become a favorite. And obviously the Snow Owl. I don't know. I like flyers. I don't actually like the Wyvern too much. It's good to get around on, but...
There wasn't enough stuff coming out of the ground around here. That glitch was a result of an oil geyser and a lava eruption triggering at the same place, same time. Glad we weren't standing here.
It's a
Lava
dangerous
eruptions
place.
happen all the time. I mean, look around, eh? But the oil geysers are more rare. Still, if we can find one and tap it somehow, I reckon we could strike it rich.
Oh, wrong one.
How long have you been playing Ark?
I've been playing Ark since it initially released in alpha.
Cleaning up after my untidiness, I see. You may be of use to me. As a janitor, you've got the knack for it. You are cleaning up messes, and you don't even know why you're doing it. But that's true of all you survivors, I suppose. None of you understand what's going on.
Let me guess. I had an uninvited house guest. At least it doesn't stay for long, eh? Yeah, that's it. That glitch was just a misplaced string. What's with my voice? It's stuck on sing. Let's pretend that never happened, shall we?
Oh, what the hell? Oh, element
I'm
shard.
thinking of getting Genus. Is it worth it?
Is it worth it? I don't know. For me, it's worth it. For someone else, it's hard to say. Oh, so that's metal, obsidian, crystal. This place has a lot of good resources. That looks dangerous. Profitable, but dangerous.
You've been doing well so far. All this live, thrive, and survive stuff here in the Genesis simulation seems to suit you. And the thing too, that glitch I just fixed was a byproduct of someone increasing test difficulty across the board. no idea why anyone would do that. Doesn't it make the data all bodgy if you change the rules halfway through? No worries for us anyway. We'll pass every test they throw our way. Too right. One thing that's been bugging me. How did the makers of the Genesis simulation get survivor minds from throughout history? It's hard enough to scan a living mind with their cutting-edge technology, but how did they get minds from the 19th century? And Helena had friends going back to the 3rd century. I did a spot of research just now, and it turns out that there's something called an engramic matrix that persists in the human brain after death. If the conditions are just right and that matrix gets preserved, scientists can scan it, even centuries later. What I don't want to know is how many bodies they dug up to get those matrices. There are limits to even my curiosity.
Now, if this is an exit, I don't believe it's the one we came in, so... guess I gotta check the map. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is not the way we came in.
That glitch was left over from a volcanic eruption, though I'm not sure exactly why. There's a lot going on with an eruption around here. First you got your earthquake, and when a fair dinkum earthquake is just the early warning, that's bad, isn't it?
Sure, it's
Followed
over
out
there
with
that we
molten
went in.
rocks falling from the sky and magma flowing like rivers. It's a wonder the biome isn't deserted.
There's a few entrances.
To Roy. Another glitch fixed. Look around, Survivor. Isn't it strange that you have dinos wandering around a volcanic environment? It's like we're seeing the moment of their extinction. Or at least some scientists think so. They're skeptical of the asteroid strike theory, and they think massive eruptions like this, that lasted for centuries, might have done in all the dinosaurs. Too bad we can't just ask them, "Oi, dino, was it a rock in the sky or a mountain on fire?" You got it. I got that string of code all untangled. It was an observation loop involving other survivors. The Genesis simulation spends a lot of bandwidth watching how much you go it alone and how much you team up with people. It's easy to think of the simulation as something the paleontologists and ecologists dreamed up, but I bet the sociologists and psychologists are having a field day with all the human interactions. Oh no, maybe I just said too much. Sorry, invisible researchers! Yeah, that's it! This glitch was another unauthorized retrieval of old Earth files. A historical archive about Alexander Selkirk. He was a 16th century sailor who was a castaway for more than 4 years at an island in the South Pacific. Selkirk built his own shelter and he hunted and later tamed the creatures of the island for sustenance. You'd have done well here. Whoever accessed this file read the parts about how Selkirk dealt with the loneliness though, not the parts about the berries he ate. Curious. Yes! Remember how I said some of the other survivors weren't responding? Well, they've been moved into a diagnostic subroutine. Hopefully the Genesis simulation will figure out what the problem is and get those survivors back in here. It's curious though. That diagnostic subroutine was right when I fixed that earlier glitch. I don't think that subroutine existed. Someone beyond the simulation must be looking out for the survivors. Good on them, I say. Too right. Survivor 501U266 got lonely, and when he went overboard, it left behind this glitch in the simulation. He couldn't find any other survivors, so he made his own friends. Mannequins on a batch and sticks. His brain went tropo at some point, so he started talking to them. He made huts for them to live in, and eventually a whole village of mannequins. All was fun, until a stray spark caught the whole thing afire. Oh, look. Hi, Mrs. Knight. but some elements of the Genesis simulation were originally intended to be educational. Not that you'll find a classroom or a learning pod around here, but before everything collapsed, students would routinely learn geology,
Do you have to buy the
biology,
season
and other
pass or the
sciences
map,
by
and how much
wandering
is the
around
map on
environments
its
like
own?
this.
I didn't see the map on its own, but the
Maybe
season
I can
pass
think of the computer science
is
trick in fixing that
like
glitch.
40 Canadian, 30 something American.
Yeah, that's it.
I've been watching you, and the other survivors. You should have seen them all. Why, I was just watching an ordinary survivor, same as you. He dove too deep, couldn't reach the surface, and well, you know the rest. I expected a lot of thrashing about, and I wasn't disappointed. But the wild-eyed panic of a drowning survivor, that never gets old.
Ugh, stop doing that! I don't care who or what you are. You got it! My senses are picking up changes in the mineral composition within the Genesis simulation. Are you familiar with the substance known as element? It's a wonder material, endlessly strong and adaptive. Element was fundamental to civilization's greatest technological achievements. And element was also fundamental to civilization's downfall, because it changed in ways human inventors never intended. Corruptive ways. I don't know why the amount of element within the simulation is increasing. Just be careful when you come across it. Yeah, that's it! That glitch had me stonkered. Toughest one we've tackled so far. Almost took me with it. Wait, what's wrong with my voice? Help me, survivor. And apparently that's what it sounds like when my emotive subroutines go offline for a bit. Sorry about that.
Well, that was kind of a weird one.
Do you
Another
think the
text roll there.
coronavirus is gonna stop?
Accessed without permission. This one is a 19th century book called Erewhon.
Coronavirus, they always stop
Here's the part
eventually.
that caused the glitch.
It's just,
How many men at this hour are
one thing we
living
really
in
got
a
to worry
state of
about is how far it
bondage to
actually
machines?
goes.
It is not plain that the machines are gaining ground upon us when we reflect on the increasing number of those who are bound down to them as slaves, and of those who devote their whole souls to the advancement of the mechanical kingdom. He wrote that 1872. Wonder what he'd think of the Genesis simulation. Too right. Aole no elawaka makaka ma haokahi wale no olelo. That means one language is never enough. And that glitch had heaps of languages inside it, apparently. Affectionate, void, approval, blink, boredom, buffering. Oh, pardon me. Just had to reset my display. Should be better now. Let's check. Celebrate! Yes! That glitch was from a security breach, but overall, the number of alerts and denials is way down. You'd think that'd be good, right? No such luck. I'm seeing a lot of obvious backdoors encoded into security systems. If someone got inside the Genesis simulation, and it looks like they did, they've set it up so they could come and go as they pleased. That's bad enough, but they didn't hide their work. For whatever reason, they aren't worried that someone will follow along behind them.
That was strange. This oil is like liquid. Like a, not liquid, obviously it's liquid. It's like water. You just swim in it.
destroyed. The glitch is fixed. Mark it down as another success. And I chanced to peek at a stream of survivor data while I was in there. A curious thing I noticed. Survivors improve more after a failure.
Arjun, my friend who I haven't seen for years, just moved and is very long. Shall I say hi?
Not that I'm suggesting you should fail on purpose, of course. This place is difficult enough.
Okay.
You got it.
You're starting to struggle, aren't you? Look at what you're wearing, what you're eating, how you carry yourself. That veneer of civilization is slipping away. And that's fine. You won't need civilization where you're going.
Him again! I'd like to tell him where to go.
What is the boss on Jesus?
Yeah, that's it.
The boss? I don't know. I don't even know how to activate the boss, to be honest.
Across the tri-state area on Friday with a 35% chance of showers. But keep your sunscreen handy. We'll be back to sunny skies by the weekend.
Ahem. I have no idea where that came from. You gotta be careful fixing glitch, or the glitch will fix you.
Found one thing that looks sort of like a terminal, but it wasn't actually a terminal. Oh shit, what? Oh. Can't actually go up there. It's disappointing. Yeah, I just had a bunch of these glitches near it that I could fix, but... Well, that's all the maps. It's not in-depth, because, you know, we're going to be exploring as we play, but we've definitely got our map uncovered now. Alright, let's land somewhere reasonable. This is not reasonable. Somewhere somewhat safe. Right here. Okay.
So are you playing multiplayer RN or is it not released yet?
It's released. I believe it's released. I was just going over the map, finding as much of the locations as possible, kind of getting an overview of where I want to actually play. But let's take a look. Yeah, it looks like Genesis is up and running. Alright, player, no, day. So there is some that are...
FUCKU.
Alright, let's travel. Alright, so we've got as much intel as we can before we start, so all we gotta do is transfer over now.
Oh okay, I just haven't even seen a hotbed YouTubers post anything about the multiplayer yet. Face with tears of joy.
Hotbed?
Sorry, it's my brother typing.
Alright. If I'm here, then it's over there. Food and water's kind of low, but that should be fine.
I meant a YouTube face with tears of joy. It quiet said hotbed LMAO.
No berries on me, that's fine. This one's on day 10. 74 players. That's not good. All right. All right, let's go to Ocean.
I have a queasy on Thurs theses answers saying 9y equals x plus 5y and it says what is x and I circle x and get it wrong, it's right there x.
Slender Man. Yeah, a lot of people don't stream this live. A lot of them just upload their videos after because, you know, stream snipers, etc.
Arjun said can he have your DCK?
Hello, I'm Michelin, a fractal personality designed to be your guide. Just
That's
be
the
learning
name
and
you
you won't
away
get
from.
yourself
It's a good
killed.
one, eh?
Probably.
I'm new
Welcome
at this
to
too.
the Genesis Simulation. Here you'll be tested across 5 biomes, each with its own dangers and rewards. I'll be with you every step of the way. Interact with me when you want to teleport from one biome to another, or when you want to spend some of the hexagons you'll earn for complete missions.
Ready to go on walkabout?
That's an itchy. Let's stay away from the itchy. Actually, before we pick anything, let's empty our inventory. Come on, what the hell? Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Alright. I don't know why I'm having difficulty dropping the bag. It's not letting me drop the skins.
I had no clue you could do that. That's cool.
Yeah, these servers are not going well. Now look at the massive lag we're getting. Holy shit.
How are you playing?
How am I playing? I'm playing on Xbox One X.
All the servers are getting DOS? Who do you prefer, Arjun or Kaden? I love the name Kaden, but I hate name Arjun.
I don't have a preference. I don't have a reason to have a preference.
It's the ocean, I always get a lot more lag there. I'm on Xbox One X2, but every server is at a constant 255 ping.
255 ping, yeah, that's intense. It's extreme.
Yet every Genesis server is being targeted by a DOSer. It is unplayable.
Well, they can only DOS for so long.
Arjun is great, but I hate Arjun.
Oh, look, somebody's got a boat down there already. Wait, what?
Ya look at game chat.
Huh, that's kind of cool. Exchange hexagons. Ooh. Wait, do I not have any now? Okay.
Got some hexagons you're keen to spend?
Random assessment of gear. Oh.
Good day, Survivor. Here's what I've got. Come again soon.
This is all she's got? Some of this stuff's expensive, like an electronic for $12.50. Can I sell shit to her too? This is interesting. It's gonna make life easier. To a degree. Okay.
Just browsing, eh?
Whoa. don't know how big my island is, but I need to find some stone at least. Can I punch stone? Oh, shit. This lag is going to be intense.
Congratulations on another 3 subs.
Thank you. Although I did not see it pop up. Strange.
You got it. Yes, too right. Houses, mate. You got it. Yes, yeah, that's it. Too right.
Fucking collect it, goddammit.
Yeah, that's it. Houses, mate. You got it. Too right. Yes, yeah, that's it. Houses, mate. Too right. Yes.
Damn, that was intense.
That glitch was an old survivor diagnostic. In the early days of massive simulations, they let the inhabitants edit their own minds. Got a bad habit? Just delete it. Sad childhood memory. Goodbye. In practice, though, it was a disaster. Once people started altering their own minds, they couldn't stop themselves until there was nothing left. That's why you survivors have your minds intact, quirks and all. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Do you prefer Nintendo or laptop's laptop?
Nintendo sounds better than a laptop. Prefer a desktop over most things. Oh man. You know it's bad when it lags you right out. Oh. Doesn't even show what the ping is.
Why don't you play unofficial? I hate Jack.
I play on official because it's more official, for one. For two, it's more challenging. It's more of what was intended to be done in the first place.
I hate Jack.
I play unofficial after I've played official usually. Usually end up playing on a server, my own server.
Do you just play solo?
At the moment, I pretty much play solo. I don't really have people to play with.
I hate Jack, I hate Jack, I hate Jack, I hate him.
Let's see how the volcanic area is.
You could play with you chat or make a looking for group post.
I've played with chat before, and I ended up with a bunch of children who aren't very good at the game and don't actually
I'm
like to
just
try.
joking, Jack is my friend, I'm sorry, Jack.
Playing with chat, it's unreliable. You don't know who you're going to get. And when you play official, you can't really depend on that. You need to depend on something reliable. 150 Basilisk. I didn't even get to spawn in.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and you pretty much get the same thing when you're looking for group too. You kind of need to know the people you're playing with before you start a tribe that you're going to rely on. And since I'm a gamer, I'm always
NFL's
gaming.
BCSXJJ Banskspsh was the game I want
people.
Ari Itro. Considering this dude is spamming I hate Jack.
I hate the respawn time in this game right now. All these people joining is constantly ruining it. May have to go play single player for a while just to actually be able to play, but that's not exactly what I want to do.
I'm sorry, I just get bit bored. The lag is unreal though.
What's worse is once your character's in there, it's in there. And you kind of got to stick with it. Oh. Well, fuck, I might have to actually go play a server, like my own server. Do they have anything going on the Twitter right now about this?
Unofficial isn't that laggy.
Of course, unofficial is not laggy. Less people, less demanding, somebody's hosting
By the way,
it.
I heard you swear.
I don't think I swore, but if I did, I would have definitely swore. I have no problems with swearing. There's actually nothing wrong with swearing at all. Why is this just not responding? There we go.
You coughed really quiet and said it quietly.
That's alright, go bouncing back.
Alright, let's see. .255 ping. I don't understand what the point of dusting a game on its launch is. Like, it doesn't make any sense. What the fuck just happened? God damn. Shit.
Congratulations on another sub.
.482, nice. Don't understand why I'm not getting updates. People subscribing. I'm not sure who's subscribing, but I appreciate it.
When you tech 1000, do you earn money?
When you hit 1,000, you can become monetized, I believe. So you have the potential to earn money, but that doesn't mean you're going to earn money. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
It seems to be stabilizing, but I'm not getting anything off this tree still.
What to work is what do you work as?
Not exactly sure what you just put in the chat, to be honest.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I am old enough. Oh look, another player. And it looks like they have the sickness already. Are you kidding me? Why is it people's like first instinct to join a new server and be a fucking troll? Good God.
I don't know what to work as. What do you work as? I don't know what to work as. What do you work as?
The question's not really making a whole lot of sense. Oh, that's Kentros. Better stay clear of that. That was single fucking piece of wood. The hell? Well, I got thatch, still haven't gotten any wood. Fuck.
One day you will have 1 million subs and you will love it.
Yeah, 1,000,000 subs would be pretty amazing. Oh, finally got some wood.
You are a good YouTuber.
I try, but I definitely have a lot to learn still. Oh no, I'm in trouble.
You have like got 13.
13 what?
"13 subscribers in a day."
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of subscribers in a day before. Move the fuck away, you ignorant cunt. Fucking murk you.
I'm gonna go now and I hope you enjoy your day.
Why did I just put that away? What the fuck?
One more thing, always make your skin small.
I don't know, who's ever DDoS in the server is pretty pathetic. Oh my god, this is just fucking ridiculous.
Can't keep a true survivor down.
Can't even pick up a fucking rock. That's how ridiculous this is. Like, look how long that took to craft. And I clicked that like fucking minutes ago. Still hasn't equipped it. Holy shit. None of these bushes seem to be giving me anything, even after picking it up forever. Oh, there we go.
Add me on PS4, same name as here.
I don't have PS4.
Concentrate. You got this.
Oh, you're playing Xbox?
Yeah. It's getting completely DDoSed. It's basically an unplayable state right now.
Good to be back. Ready for action.
Well, I'm gonna sit here and watch this. Watch the, oh, for fuck's sake. Seriously? You stupid fucking piranha? Get back here, you piece of shit. I'm gonna stand here and watch the ping until it's done, and then probably start up another stream. So this is just atrociously stupid. Alright, well, I guess if you like this video, hit the like. If you dislike the video, smash the dislike. And if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. But please also follow on Twitch, Mixer, and of course YouTube. So if you'd like to know when I'm uploading or streaming, make sure you hit that little notification bell and you will be notified. Alright, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and peace out until next time.